Hello everyone, hope you are all fine and safe. It's me Vinith and welcome to my YouTube channel Pie to Pay. In this video, not in this video, in another next 10 videos, we will be discussing on coding preparation for Accenture. So those who have applied for Accenture on June 1st, the exam will be on 5th to 15th, maybe in between these days. So you will have an Accenture exam. So I have approximated the date based on the previous exam scheduled by Accenture. So in between 5th to 15th of July, you will be having an Accenture exam. So for that there is a round called coding round in Accenture. There will be two questions. To solve those two questions, you need to have at least a medium coding knowledge. So one question will be of medium level and another one will be easy. So if you want to solve both the question, you must have a medium knowledge on basic topics and algorithm. So in another 10 days, I will cover almost all the basic topics and moderate topics that are needed to solve the questions asked in Accenture. So I will take the question that are previously asked in Accenture, and also I will take the question from many sites like Prepinsta and many more. So don't worry about the sites. So let's solve two question per day for another 10 days. So in this 20 question, you will be having questions like pattern printing, questions on number, questions on string, questions on array, list operation, many more questions I will take. So this playlist will be enjoyable, so don't skip any of the videos in between. Before going to solve the question, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe, like, and if you like the video, please share with your friends. Guys, let's begin with the first question here. I have taken binary string operation. This question includes both logical operation and string operations. That's why I have taken this question. Let's see the problem statement here. A binary number system only uses two digits, 0 and 1. Any string that represents a number in the binary system can be called a binary string. You are required to implement the following function. And here they have given operation binary string and passing string here. The function accepts a string str as its argument. The string str consists of binary digits separated with an alphabets as follow. A denotes AND operation, B denotes OR, and C denotes XOR operation. So they have given the function description here, and they have also given you are required to calculate the result of the string str scanning the string left to right. You need to keep a note on this, scanning the string left to right. Here we need to scan the string from left until the last element, taking one operation at a time and return the same. Note, no order of priorities of operation is required. Length of string is odd. If string is null or none, return -1. This is also you need to keep a note on, that is if string is null, you need to return -1 here. They have given the example string, that is 1C0 C1 C1 A0 B1. The output showing here is 1. So let's see the explanation and how to solve this question. Okay, here I have taken the same example they have given there, that is string 1C0 1C1 C1 A0 B1. So if I expand this string, so the string will look like this: 1 XOR 0 XOR 1 XOR 1 and 0 or 1. You need to perform the operation from left to right here. So the first step I am going to do is 1 XOR 0, that is you need to perform 1 XOR 0, that is at most left. So you need to perform 1 XOR 0, and the output of 1 XOR 0 is 1, and you need to replace this 1 XOR 0 with 1 here. So if you replace this 1 XOR 0, the whole string will look like 1 XOR 1 XOR 1 and 0 or 0. This 1 XOR 0 is replaced with 1 here. So now the string will look like this, and you need to perform 1 XOR 1 in the second step. So if I go to second step, I am performing 1 XOR 1. The value is 0 here. So now I need to replace this 1 XOR 1 with a 0. So finally the expression will look like 0 XOR 1 and 0 or 1. So if I continue these steps for another 3 to 4 times, so I will be left with 0 or 1. So this is the final operation we need to do, that is 0 or 1. So if I do 0 or 1, the final output will be 1. Finally I need to print this 1 in the output, so the output here is 1. So let's see how to solve this question, the solution for this question. So here I have taken the same example 1C0. So first step, I need to declare one variable, that is result, and I need to store the first value, that is 1, in this string. The string of 0 is 1 and I am storing 1 to this variable called result. I will tell you why I am taking this result in next step. So fine, I need one for loop to iterate through all the values in the string, so that's why I am taking for loop with a range length of string. So this for loop will iterate through all the values in the string. So first, whenever I encounter C here, so here I am taking C, I need to take A and B also. First I am taking C here. Whenever string of I is equal to C, so in this case, so it's going to encounter C in the second iteration. So whenever string of I is equal to C, I need to perform XOR operation with 1 and 0. Okay, fine. So I have already stored the value 1 to variable. So I have already stored value 1 to a variable called result. So now I need to perform XOR operation with result and the value that is present after this C. So if I do that, I am going to perform XOR operation with the result variable and the value that is present after C. Here C presented string of I and 0 presented string of I plus 1. So here I am performing XOR operation and I am storing the XOR operation result to a variable res only. So why I am storing this, because here you can see 1C 0 is 1, or during fourth iteration I will encounter C here. So when I encounter C, I need to perform XOR operation with this 1 and the result of the previous iteration. So with the result of the previous operation, so the result of the previous operation will be stored in this variable res, and I am performing XOR operation with the variable res and the value present after C. So this is how I am going to perform XOR and OR operation. So here I have just explained XOR operation. So similarly I need to do for AND operation and OR operation. So let's see how to do that in code, and let's verify the result in Visual Studio here. First I need to take a string value from the user. I am taking that first. I have taken the values, I have taken input from an user. I am storing that to variable called str. So as I said before, I need to have a variable called result and I need to store the first value of the string to variable called result, and after that I need to have a for loop for I in range of length of str. Fine. If I encounter, if str of I is equal to a, sorry, a here, then I need to perform AND operation between the result variable and the next value that is present after a. So I need to perform AND operation with str of I plus 1 and the result variable, and I need to store the result of this operation to a variable result for further iterations. After this I need one else if, and if I encounter B here, so I need to perform OR operation and I need to store the result of OR operation to the same variable called res here. So I am storing that. Finally I need to have OR operation, XOR operation here, that is result XOR string of I plus 1. Fine, let's give else if only, else if str of I is equal to C here. This is the code. One more thing here, I need to perform it on integer data type. So let's change this to integer here. Thing is fine here. Finally I need to print the result value here. That's it. I think this is the code for that question binary string operation. Let's run the code and verify whether it's working fine or not. So if I give 1a, oh, let me give the same input that I have given. Let me copy that. Let me copy this, go here and paste it here. So they have given I here, need to replace with zeros and ones here, 1 0 1. so the output of this string to be 1. So let's run this code. Here it's printing 1. So if the string is null, I need to print -1. I have not included that condition here, so let me include at top if str is equal to null, sorry, if str is equal to null, I need to print -1, else I need to perform this operation here. Wait, I need to perform this and finally print result. So let me check this once. If I just enter, so it's printing -1. So if the string is null, it's printing -1, otherwise it's printing the actual output. So this is it for first question. Let me take the second question and solve that one also. Let's go to prepinst again. So here they have given C++ code. So it's of 31 lines. You can see the code is of 31 lines, but if you do in Python, so here the code is of just 15 lines. If I remove that, the code is just of 13 lines only. You can solve this very easily in Python. So let's take another question. They have given password validation. Now let's see this question. You are given a function, you need to check whether the password is correct or not. So this is the actual problem statement of this question, password validation. So now the function accepts string standard of size int as argument, implement the function which return 1 if given string is a valid password, else 0. So you need to print 1 if the password or the string given from the user is valid, otherwise you need to print 0. So how will you know the string given by the user is valid or not? So they have given 5 points here. If the string has all this feature, then we need to print 1, otherwise we need to print 0 here. The string given by the user must have 4 characters, at least 4 characters should be there in the string, and at least one numeric digit, at least one capital letter. So and must not have space or slash here, and starting character must not be a number. This is the standard password validation technique. If you want to consider password as a valid one, the password must have all these qualities. That is, the password must have 4 character, one numeric, one capital, must not have space or slash, and the starting character must not be a number, that should be a alphabetic. So let's see how to solve this question. So I will explain the question while writing the code itself, so it's a easy one. So let me comment this thing. Fine. First step, I need to take a input from an user. Let me remove all this. First step, I need to take an input from an user, that is a string value, string input here. So I have taken a string value, that is a password. Let me verify whether the string is valid or not. So first let me write a code for string which is not valid. After that let me write a code for string which is valid. First let me check whether the length of string is greater than 4. So fine, lesser than 4. So let me print -1 here, that is, so let me print 0 here, that is in case of string is not valid. So if length of string is lesser than 4, that means a string is not valid. And also, so there is one more condition, so let me check. At least one numeric, must not have space or slash, starting character must not be a number. So fine, the starting character must not be a number, that is string of 0 in 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. If the first character of the string is a numeric, then also I need to print 0 here, and also must not have space or slash here. For that I am taking a for loop inside this if only. So that is, if string of I is equal to slash for I in str, or string of I is equal to space for I in str. Fine guys, I will explain this. If any of the characters inside the string is of slash or space, then the password will be invalid. So that is what I have written here, that is string of I is equal to slash or string of I is equal to space for I in str. So if any of the values in the string is of slash or space, so then also I need to print -1. Then also I need to print 0. Fine, it's showing some bracket error. Let me give it properly. If length of string, I've added a bracket here. Fine, 1 colon. Fine, everything is fine. I think length of string is lesser than 4, or string of 0 in 1 2 3 4 if string of 0 is numeric, or string of I is equal to slash. Let me add one bracket for this for better understanding of code. String of I is equal to space for I in str. So then I need to print 0. We have given a condition for printing 0, and we also need to give a condition for to print 1 here. Let me remove this bracket also, it's looking some weird thing. Fine, let me write a code to print 1 here. For that I will write a code in else condition, that is if, fine, let me take one for loop to iterate through all the values in a string for I in str. If I in 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0, I is a numeric value, then I will increment a count of numeric here. Let me add one variable numeric and initialize that to 0, and let me add one more for alphabet and initialize to 0. Whenever I encounter a numeric value inside a string, I will increment the num value by 1 here. Fine, and also one more condition, if I dot is upper. Fine, whenever I encounter a capital letter in the string, I need to increment the alphabetic variable by 1. So I will show you why I am doing this. So they have given the password must have one capital letter and at least a numeric digit. So that's why I have taken these two conditions, that is if the password have numeric, I am incrementing the variable numeric, and if the password has a capital letter, I am incrementing the alphabet variable. Finally I will check if num is greater than 1 and alphabet is greater than 0. So this greater than 0 means there is one capital letter and numeric value in the password. So if this become true, I need to print 1 here. That's it, this is the code. Let me run the code and verify whether it's working fine. I will expand this output console here. Let me give A, B, C, that is of 3 characters. So then I need to print 0 here because this is not a valid password. The password length must be greater than 4. So I will give 1 A B C D. So now also it should print 0 because the first digit of the password is numeric. So here it's printing 0. I will give one valid password, that is capital A B C 1 2 D. Now it should print fine, it's printing 0 here. It should print 1. Let me verify that. Okay guys, in this code it's showing 0 for the actual password, but I have sorted out the reason for that. I can't include this for loop inside this if condition, so let me remove this for loop and let me include this inside the for loop which is running here, that is for I in str. So let me take that I is equal to slash and I is equal to, will copy this and I will add one more else if condition here, and I will copy that I is equal to slash or I is equal to space. Fine. So if I encounter this, I need to print a 0 and I need to break the whole code. So this is what I need to do when I found a slash or space in between the string values that is in between the password. So then I need to print 0 and I need to break the whole condition. So let me remove this from the if condition here. Let me run the whole code. Fine, I need to remove this one also. Fine, let me run this. Let me expand this one. Let's give the correct password, that is abcd123, and let me give one capital D. Fine, it's printing 1 because this is the valid code. Fine, let me give one more input which doesn't include a capital letter, that is abcd123. so here also it's printing 1 because we have did one more mistake, that is I have given I dot is upper. So this condition only works when the whole string is applied. So if you apply whole string to this condition, then it's going to print the actual value. If all the values in the string is uppercase values, then it's going to return true, otherwise it's going to return false. So in this condition our code is going to fail if I include this condition. So that's why I need to have all the capital letters. I will add that here. So if I have any one of these letter in my password, then I will increment alphabet value, and I will check this here. So if num is greater than 0, that is if any numerical value is there or if any alphabet value is there, I need to print 1. So else if I don't find any of this, I need to print 0 here. Fine, I think the code will work fine now. I will give abcd1234. Here it's printing 0. Our code is working fine. So that's it for this video, guys. I think you guys have understood the code and the explanation I have given for this code. Like the video. For more videos like this, please do subscribe to my channel, like and share. I will be back with a few more questions for tomorrow. Until then, see you guys, bye.